What going on, everybody? David Mitchell here, and welcome back to Fans of Train, episode 13. You guys are probably wondering the reason why I named it live stream meant R.I.P. You'll find out real soon. But before that, I am going to bring up that work, since I brought it up in yesterday's live stream, Jup have calmed down. So, everything is good now. But I still got to be worried about my job. But everything is calm. So everything is getting lucky. So I got lucky. But everything at work is going calm now. But let me bring them guests in because this is what I'm going to talk about with R.I.P. for the live stream. And it actually involved Montana Red Link and BNSF, which is the reason why I have not BNSF, but Montana Red Link at photo at the thumbnail. You guys will see why. But yeah. Wait, what did you? Oh. But what happened in Montana Rail Lake going to be a fallen flag? We don't know how long before the BNSF takeover, but Montana Rail Link officially a fallen flag. Which is pretty aptly upsetting if you think about it. Let me call. But my God, I cannot believe this. Because about enough that Pan Am and we now probably a fallen flag. Now we gotta deal with another one almost less than a year later. If you guys know what I mean. I gotta invest in the nail clippers. But my God, Grady Chubb, it happening. Messenger acting up on my tablet. Ride the lightning, ride the thunder, darkness take me on. But it did crazy on what's been going on. Because I did not found out about it until about a couple of days ago. About 6 days ago. About 5 to 6 days ago. So it was shocking to hear about. So yeah. So hearing about it made me speechless, if you know what I mean. Because I wanted to see that railroad. Probably will never get a chance to. So yeah. And no, I am not, and I mean I am not bringing in some butt heads again. Now, I am going to bring in Jason. Go down to him. But this totally shocked me on what happened. Like, I was shell shocked, and what the hell, you know? Because I might never get a chance to see the railroad. Technically, I have seen some of it rolling stock before on the A line, but never got a chance to see it on the main railroad, if you know what I mean. Come on, Jason. There you are. Hey, Jason, you're live. You hear me? Jason, you're live on. You're live on YouTube again. Hey, how do you feel about Montana Railway now being a fallen flag? How do you feel about that? Dude, I do not know what's going to happen to the two Montana Railway rank heritage or veteran units, you know? Yeah, they're probably going to get painted into something else, you know? You know what I mean? But total shocker, if you know what I mean. Because I cannot believe that it happened. Can you? Like literally, it only came out a few days ago about Montana Railway being a fallen flag. Or technically will be a fallen flag by the end of the year. You know? But, yes. Do you know how crazy that is? It bad enough that Pan Am is now a fallen flag, you know? Yeah. That was the stalker, you know? But now that Montana Railway is going to be a fallen flag, that even more worse, you know? But, man, do you know how mad I was mad? Like, I said, why couldn't fucking, let's just say, why couldn't BNSF just fucking leave Montana Railway alone and just try to help them instead of trying to buy them up, you know? Why couldn't they? Because they could have helped them rebuild the pass, you know? Like, they could have been able to help Montana Railway, but they instead did let them go belly up, and instead they're going to let them fall apart, you know? Oh, you know, hey, are you getting snow tomorrow up there where you live?
Probably so.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous at you two, you know? That you're getting snow.
Yeah.
Heck, me and Val, we're going to have to wait until next week to get snow, you know?
Yeah. It shows some of y'all air for next week.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Finally get your wish, boy.
Hey, well, I want to Val to experience her first snowball. Let me send you the screenshot of what we're going to get Friday night into Saturday morning. You know?
It says it's supposed to snow here too. It's showing it.
Yeah, you're gonna get snow twice for you, Lucky. Jason, look at your screen. Look, do you see what I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday night into Saturday morning. Oh, you're mad at that, aren't you?
I'm like, dang, they about to get some snow.
Hey, well, you're gonna be getting it too, man.
Yeah, I know. You finally get your wish. I thought you wouldn't even get it. I see you caught that 100 unit.
Yeah, dude. And did you seen what I caught on Q492?
No.
Q492 had a double DPU in the middle.
Oh yeah. I did see. I'm like, dang.
Dude, those two were good enough for their own videos, which I did, you know?
Yeah. You should see 100 at night. It's like hard to see a little bit.
Dude, that's why I did not chase him. I said F it, you know, because it would be way too dark. Dude, are you going to be rail fanning into snow when we get the snow?
I don't know. I doubt it. If I see something on downtown, I'll catch you. Other than that, I doubt it.
Dude, you know we're going to be out of work if it does snow. If it does snow, we're going to be out of work Saturday and Sunday all the way through Monday, you know? Because I remember back in 2018 from some of the people that I know who worked there longer than me, who worked there back in 2018, they said that Walmart would close for 4 days because of the snow. You know? And I'm just, crazy. Because she never seen snow before, you know?
Dang. Record her reaction when she sees it.
Oh, you know I am. Heck, I'll probably notice the snow first before she does, and I'm probably going to turn my camera on and get Howard for her to come out of the bedroom and to come into the living room and look out the door, you know?
Mm-hmm. Don't tell her what it is before she look at this. Just let her see for herself.
I know. But yeah. But can you believe that Montana Railway is going to be a fallen flag? Can you believe that?
I mean, that's tough.
Dude, like when I talked to Dimitri about it on his live stream back in 2021, and I said everything is going to get worse before it get better. I did say to him that we were going to see more fallen flag before everything get better, and I'm right, you know. I'm bloody right, you know. I exactly told him on the live stream. If you guys have not seen Dimitri live stream, I did brought it up on one of his live stream about how we're going to be seeing more fallen flag before everything get better. And I will pray to God that Montana Rail Link would have survived. But I get that not going to happen, you know? Like, I knew the reason why Montana Rail Link did not want it to become a class 1. Because I know if they became a class 1 run, BNSF would have just gobbled them up way quicker, you know? I understand why they did not want it to become a class 1, because they were trying to prevent the inevitable from happening. They delayed it by a year or so, you know? But it's still going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
Because if Montana Rail Link did not want that to happen, what they should have done was literally, and I mean literally, build or like rebuild the line that they had abandoned, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That abandoned line that they have, if you did think about it, if they just decided to work on that, Everything could have been better. You know? I do not know if they are bots or not, you know? In chat. Hey, J. John, can you check if they are bots in chat?
What about chat?
Yeah, in the live stream chat. Because I'm not about to get bot attacked, you know? But let me bring it up. I knew it was going to happen. I freaking knew it. You know? And Jesus, are you playing Train Sim World again? Are you looking forward to the Norfolk Southern Horseshoe Curve line?
Yep.
Dude, I know you're looking forward to that.
I'm gonna try it out. Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Dude, that means more rolling stock and more freight variety, you know? Yeah. If I'm right, you can cross that on some of the other routes. Am I right? I know, like, you could have some of the freight from Tan-Pat grade on the NS, or not the NS, but on the CXX route. Like, Soldier Summit. Yeah. Like that. And another thing is, cool thing is, if they have, like Arts up too, like the big boy, because that route would be done very good. Yeah. There's one thing that they need to add when they bring in Horseshoe Curve is Amtrak. Yeah, because Amtrak run on that line daily. Am I right? Yeah. Because what they need to do is work on the P8, not the P18, but what did the locomotive type again? The P42? Yeah, the P42. They need to add that and the rolling stock for that on there, you know? Yeah. That will work even better because that will add in more, variety. And that will be right for the route, you know? Heck, that could work for, adding that into, the CP route, the CP route that they already have.
What's CP route? We don't got no.
Not CP, CN.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the only route that they have in Canada? Dude, they literally missed out on Go Transit and using Amtrak and Via Rail, you know? Yeah. Dude, they had so much capability with that line that they botched it up, you know? Because, let's be honest, you have Amtrak, Via Rail, Go Transit on that line, you know? And they effed it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. They should have added them to the line, to make it more like the actual line, bringing more realism, you know? The only people who can do the realism right now are the people who have mods. Let's be honest. Sure. Like, you seen the mods for Train Sim World 2 for PC? Like, literally, the Train Sim World PC community been fixing the game, adding stuff that should have been in there. Am I right?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it's going to take them realizing that they need to fix and add some more that are be to the route. Heck, even to the Peninsula Corridor route, the Caltrans Peninsula Corridor route. They're going to have to add to that too, you know?
Yeah.
Because that route is going to need to be updated. They're going to be tough on that route that they need to work on. Right, but they're probably going to need to do a whole new route, you know? To update it, let's be on it. Am I right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But yeah. Well, let me put my charger back in. But am I right, Jason?
Yeah.
But yeah. But what I'm saying is that Train Sim World, I hope one of the days that they will do Montana Rail Link like they did, you know, the Crunchfield, you know? Hopefully one day they'll do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that would be interesting in a way. But yeah. You know, I hope they do add some more lines too. You know what I mean? Like, there are a ton of American short line railroads they can do for, you know, Train Sim World.
I know you're talking.
Like, the PD River, you know, that would be a nice small one that they can do here in South Carolina. There are a couple here in South Carolina that they could do. Am I right?
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, there are some night routes or like rail lines here that they could do in that game. Let's be honest. And they're probably just going to ignore it and then botch it right up. Am I right? But yeah, it's not the cargo rail fan. Jason.
Yeah.
You getting ready to play them games?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Getting a little bit more deeper in, but yeah. Oh, you know what? You go fuck yourself, Charleston Rail fan. I don't know what wrong with Trotton Rail fan, but he is a fucking teenager. All right, quick little rant. Trotton Rail fan, if you're hearing it, you're a fucking little dick, a little bitch ass pussy who is a fucking teenager. You calling people dumb and then spamming like a little puny teenager. I'm sorry, but you're so immature. You're a dumbass idiot, and you think you're smarter than everybody else. Just wait until you get a fucking rude awakening. Because when you realize it, it's gonna be a little fucking too late. I hope you learn that the hard way. Because one, I don't condone your stupid ass behavior, you little fucking teenager. Puny ass. So yeah. Let's go to Discord and see who it in. Because my God. I have to deal with dumbasses anywhere. But yeah. Let's see who joined. Because one, I'll be honest, Chicago Rail fan, a little bitch, teenager. I remember when I was his age and we seen other people who act like them. I remember kids who acted like him getting the shit beat out of them back in high school. I remember. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael, man. I'm sorry to hear that you have COVID. Sorry. Ooh. Prayer go out to you, man. But heck, my mom had COVID. She survived it. But yeah, I remember kids like Chicago Rail fan, or not Chicago Rail fan, but Charleston Rail fan. I remember kids like that in my high school used to get the bloody pulp beat out of them, like literally getting knocked down to earth. Like, I'll be honest, maybe not about trains right here, what I'm talking about, but they have to do with Charleston Rail fan. I remember kids like him in high school used to get the bloody pulp beat out of them. Like, literally, like that. My God, I remember kids like him getting their ass whooped and getting put in their place. Chicago Rail fan is one of those kids who get hit ass whooped in high school. If any of the higher, like senior, juniors find out, even the jocks. Like, if they find out, he would get hit ass whooped by them. Like, I'll be honest, I seen it in high school. I've been in high school. I seen shit. So, Chicago Rail fan, or not Chicago Rail fan, but Toronto Rail fan, if I were you, I would mind your own fucking business and stop being a little bitch ass. Because people like you would get your ass whooped. And I'm not even fucking joking. But I am straight up serious that shit would happen. But it did crazy to think about with Montana Railing being a fallen flag. Or about to be a fallen flag really soon. That did crazy to thinking about that. Like, I'm still actually speechless, to be more exact. Cannot believe that's actually happening. Like, my God. It did crazy. But, yeah. Like, I never thought in my lifetime that Montana Railway will be one of the victims of a fallen flag. So, that was a big fucking sucker right there. So, yeah. Brody is a dick. But, yeah. But, yeah, I'm going to add anybody in the... I could get some of the guys online. Everybody being a fucking dick, I'll be honest. But it's still mind-boggling to thinking about Montana Railway being a fallen flag. That means any Montana Railway freight car that I now catch, it's definitely going to be a bonus, because now that that's going to be a fallen flag, that's up and going to be good to catch, knowing what it is now. would make it even more crazier, but even more sadder when you think about it. Because knowing that it's going to be a fallen flag, it's going to be hard. But yeah. Heck, same with Thomas. He could be a little bitch ass too. If you guys don't know who Thomas is, he run. I can't remember the channel. I'm going to bring his channel up. Distant Signal. He run Distant Signal, and my God, he could be an a-hole. Maybe if he were not to be an a-hole, he would probably keep friends. But, my God, he could be a fucking dick. I'll be honest. Like, if you say something around him, he will run with it like a dipshit. You know, like a dipshit a-hole who would run with shit that they find out. But yeah. Then you have Brody, the Great Drain Adventure. Guy is a teenager too, and he could be an a-hole. Yeah, I'm calling you out too, Brody. All of them are YouTuber. Trot and Rel fan is also a YouTuber and a-hole. But yeah. But yeah, I'm going to try to find some more of the Rel fanning guys. I'm going to go to East Coast Model Railroader and see what any of the guys in there think. Because it got to be interesting. But my God, it's crazy. Like, it's something I cannot believe. Mm. Come on, guys. No, I'm going to try to call Ben and see what he thinks. Why the lightning? Okay, everybody, damn on busy, that for sure. Speaking of that, going by. Yes, he is. PO52, the auto train going by. PO52. Trot and Rail fan, you're going to get dicked. But yeah, it's crazy. Let's see if any of the guys in East Coast Rail fan want to say anything. All right, there, the butthead himself, Charleston Rail fan. You want to say any? You want to say anything?
You're gay.
You know what? Coming from a teenager like you in my high school when I used to go to West Ashley High, kids like you used to get the crap beat out of them. I'm not even joking. You do realize that. I remember every day seeing kids like you getting the snot beat out of them by the juniors and seniors. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to talk about Montana Rail Link. What do you think about what happened to that railroad?
I wish they weren't closing or shut it down.
All right, so you do realize? Do you know the reason why Montana Rail Link did not want it to be a Class 1?
No.
Because they were trying to stop this from happening. You do realize that. They delayed it by a year, you know? Alright, well, he left. So... But let me bring it up. What happened is that... I said it earlier, but I will say it again. Montana Rail Link did not want it to be a Class 1 because BNSF would have screwed them over. They still did anyway. Only a year later. Hey, you doing good, man?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Hey, you're on the live stream right now. What do you want to say to the people live on my live stream?
Oh, you're on a live stream?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What do you want to say to everybody?
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am glad to be part of this live stream. Are you on YouTube or somewhere else?
YouTube.
What's the channel name?
David Mitchell. Hold on. I will send you the link to the live stream, but I'm going to bring it up. How do you feel that Montana Rail Link is going to be a fallen flag? How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I haven't heard much about Montana Rail Link. I mean, because I live in Ohio, I don't really hear much from anywhere else.
Well, BNSF is going to be taking over Montana Rail Link operations in Montana. You know?
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
And that's sad because I was hoping that railroad would not become a fallen flag because I wanted to see the railroad before something like that happened. Sadly, I might never get that chance, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But you see the thumbnail of the live stream?
Oh, yeah.
That Montana Rail Link.
Okay. Hang on. Let me go on my computer so I can.
Yeah, I'll wait right here. But I was so shocked because it only happened a couple of days ago with Montana Rail Link being a fallen flag because of what's been going on.
Yeah.
like, it shocked me because I was expecting Dit Railroad to survive it, but I did brought it up with a couple other people that there are going to be more fallen flags before everything get better, you know?
Yeah, it feels like Norfolk Southern will probably become a fallen flag before too long.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I have to agree on that. Like, we're probably going to be seeing another fallen flag probably next year or so, too, now that Montana Railing had it happen, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not too sure how far the CP KCS thing has gone so far, but
it far ahead. They are saying that it'll be completed by the end of the year. Like, everything will be fully in. So that definitely happened. So that 1, 2, 3, 4 fallen flag in under a year.
That's crazy.
Jesus, that's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, first we had Pan Am with being bought up by CXX.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen the writing that I said, oh shit, did a bad sign to come, you know?
Mm-hmm. I wonder what they're going to do with their Dash 8s though, because Pan Am actually had XCSX Dash 8s. I don't know if
they're probably going to sell them to someone else or scrap them. There are only 2 options right now on the table.
That's what sucks is because CSX sold their standard cab Dash 8s and a few of their wide cab Dash 8s to Pan Am Railways. So, I mean, I wish I could see them back. I mean, seeing them repainted in the new YN3 paint scheme would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the chances of that happening are pretty slim.
Yeah, but my thing that shocked me is with Pan Am, because I really thought Pan Am, or not Pan Am, but Montana Rail Link, I was expecting them to you know be dodging a bullet. I guess not.
Yeah.
But the big surprise of 2021 one with not Montana Rail Link, but Kansas City Southern and KCS, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that was a bombshell. Because, you know, when them two merge, both of their names are going to be officially fallen flags when they fully merge.
Yeah.
Did like Burlington Northern and Santa Fe, like when they merged back in the 90s, both of their original company became fallen flags, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When they merged together.
Yeah.
And did the first big major merger in the 1990s. Am I right?
Yeah.
And the thing that shocked me is that I got lucky and I caught the Gray Ghost unit. You know the Kansas City Great Ghost unit.
Yeah.
I caught one on video, and I got lucky. Me and Val, my wife.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I caught some Kansas City Sirens up on video before the officially get started, you know?
Yeah.
But the thing that shocked me the most was, you know, Montana Rail Link. Because I said, you gotta be kidding me. Because I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen sometime or another. But I was hoping that Montana Rail Link would survive, you know?
Yeah.
And I sent the link in group of what's been going on because Montana Rail Link in an operations soon, and you know, BNSF had taken over, you know?
Mm-hmm. I wonder, now, you know that BNSF, they have a few aces, like SD70 ACEs that are called Thunder cabs. You know, they don't have the isolated cab. And Montana Rail Link actually has almost the same type of Thundercabs that BNSF ordered a long time ago. Like they have the number boards, but the lights are on the nose.
I know.
And BNSF pretty much banned. They banned them from leading, at least on their lines. But I wonder what that means for Montana Rail Link's Thundercab.
They're probably going to run them with the pain for a couple of years, and then eventually they will fully change it, because they then said in the article that they're not getting rid of anybody, you know.
Yeah.
But I could guarantee it only going to last about 5 years, and then all the blue locomotives are probably going to be repainted or sold off.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be cool, like a Montana Rail Link, blue and white and black, but with a BNSF logo, like a white BNSF logo? That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be, but it would be sad knowing what happened, because if you remember back in 2021, Montana Rail Link almost became a Class 1.
Yeah, they were really close to becoming a Class 1.
And no reason they talked to the NCFB to try to stop that from happening, because they knew that what could have happened. Because if they became a Class 1, you know BNSF would have screwed them even faster.
Oh yeah, they would have been on it like cat and mouse.
Yep, they would have screwed BNSF, or not BNSF. BNSF would have screwed Montana Rail Link even faster.
Yeah.
Like, I knew the reason why. I knew reason why Montana Rail Link did not want it to become a Class 1. And it was right here.
Yeah. Why?
Because they all their interchanges are with BNSF. That where their problem. Wait, it did that. There was one way that they could have done that would have saved their behind and stopped it from happening. Rebuilding that one line. That one line, if they rebuilt it, it could have saved their behind, because they would have been able to interchange with Union Pacific.
Yeah.
You know what line I'm talking about?
Which one? Which one was it again?
I can't remember. Sorry. I can't remember what it was called, but it was the one that Amtrak used to use to go to that town.
Huh.
But what happened is, like, if they had used that, they would have been able to connect to another railroad where they would not have to only interchange with BNSF.
Yeah.
And ironically, they would have been able to interchange with two other railroads too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where their problem lied. They did not think about that. Like, if they had rebuilt that bridge, because bridge is still there, but they would have to do a lot of maintenance and stuff to rebuild it from the ground up, because I guarantee that bridge is probably not stable.
Yeah.
And what they could have done was rebuild that, have that, and say, fuck you, BNSF, you know? Am I right? Because no reason that they're in an operation is because BNSF are not giving them freight. They're really instead running their trains right straight on through, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you read the article?
Not yet, but I'll have to take a look at it.
Because it really pissed me off, because they really screwed Montana Rail Link up, and Montana Rail Link was trying to survive. And the thing is, I knew that BNSF was going to pull something fucking dirty, you know? Hey, you still there, man? Uh-oh. Internet signal. 1 minute. Wait. Probably a connection issue.
What's going on?
Hey. Oh, you're back. It was connecting. Like,
yeah,
I knew BNSF was going to pull something dirty, you know?
Yeah.
I knew that they were going to pull... Like, when I started understanding Montana Rail Link, I realized that they were technically screwed from the get-go, because they literally did not rebuild that one line that could have helped them, because it would have gave them a main line that would have not been interchanging with BNSF, but with another railroad.
Yeah.
And what they could have done is get track it right and went through, like Wyoming, or not Wyoming, to say below Idaho, Oregon.
Yeah. I'm checking out the list right now for the horn list for it. So it's still listed under the short lines. I'd assume they'll move it to the fallen flags here soon, but yeah. The only engines showing up are 4301 and 4408. Anything in between there. I'm not too sure what else was on their roster.
They had over 50 locomotives. Montana Rail Link had over 50 locomotives.
Huh.
They were a big class too,
Yeah.
Like they ran intermodal trains, everything, They ran it all.
Yep.
Heck, they even ran airplane parts,
Mhm.
That's how big they was, and with them now being going to be a fallen flag by the end of the year, I used to like BNSF. Now, I do not because of what they did,
Yeah.
Would he blame me? They literally screwed Montana Rail Link out. And Montana Rail Link was trying to prevent it. They knew what was going to happen, and they tried to stop it from happening. The only thing that they that would have saved their behind that they forgot to do was rebuild that one line that they have out of service.
Yeah.
Well, let me check where, because the line, let me go to Google Maps real quick, because they've been talking about for a year to rebuild it line for passenger service.
Mhm.
And Montana Rail Link should have, if I was running Montana Rail Link and I heard about it and I wanted to keep my rail line alive, I would use that as an excuse to keep my rail line alive and stop the inevitable from happening.
Yeah.
All right, the line go through lower Idaho,
Mhm.
It go around Yellowstone,
I just lost internet. Are you serious?
Oh, you did?
I just lost.
Uh-oh. Damn. That suck. But Montana Rail Link would have been able to interchange with two other railroads. One of them, or at least Dream to be more exact, one of them a Union Pacific. That would have been a straight up middle finger to the other railroad, Heck, and they would have more business. But they would have another way out. I really don't get it when railroad tried to survive, they end up killing themselves in the end. Like literally, they would have been able to interchange. Like town that they would have connected with Walkerville with, there are 3 railroads in that town that Montana Rail Link would have been able to connect with. And they would have been able to use the line connecting to where they are at. And it would have saved their behinds. Sometime when you think something would not be useful, and in the end, it could have saved your behind, I don't know what thinking. knew BNSF knew it and were praying to God that Montana Rail Link did not realize it. But they got lucky. And with I really am upset with, BNSF. They're probably going to have to wait for him a minute. But what happened is that Montana Rail Link, thing that could have saved them were rebuilding the line to Walkerville, Idaho. That could have been the thing that could have saved their behind. Because they would have been able to interchange with another Class 1, 2 Class 3s. It would have saved their behind. And I get they did not realize that, and I knew BNSF knew it and were hoping that they did not realize it. They did get lucky on that. Because I knew if Montana really got lucky and realized it, I bet you're behind. And I mean, I bet my behind line, Montana Rail Link would not be seen as a fallen flag right now, but as a new Class 1. So, I seen it happen. Like, I knew if Montana Rail Link wanted to survive, they would have to rebuild to Walkerville, Idaho. Because the tracks there are still in. It's out of service. All they would need to do is to put new track down, check if the bridge is structurally sound, and if it is, then all they have to do is to run trains on it. But saying that happened is that they got screwed over. But yeah. Well, I'm going to try to, call him, But what happened is that Montana Rail Link could have saved their behind. They could have saved their behind if they did rebuild to that line to Walkerville, because they would not have to deal with BNSF like fucking around with them, And they could have been able to save so much effing money and to buy up the line permanently from BNSF and run the trains, The only reason that they literally and I mean, what I'm saying, the only reason why using BNSF trains on Montana rail trackage was because they had to deal with Montana Rail Link. And deal would have been able and would have stopped BNSF from screwing them over back in the day. And what happened is that I know for a fact BNSF did not like that because they were hoping Montana Rail Link would have failed back then, but it ended up growing. And saying is that what happened is their plan failed, and so they were playing the long game, screwing Montana Rail Link up every time they got. Plus, they tricked Montana Rail Link because that. Oh, he left. But what happened is Montana Rail Link, it would have not been a fallen flag, or would not been happening if they did rebuild the line and ran trains. Saying that sealed their fate with not rebuilding that line to Walkerville. Because Walkerville had 3 railroads, Union Pacific with another Class 1, that they could have buddied up to. They had 2 Class 3 that they could have worked with to make it where they can be able to keep on getting freight, because BNSF was not giving freight over to Montana Rail Link and was screwing them head over heel. And what happened is that thing that screwed them head pretty badly. Dirty little fucking tactic. Like, I remember back then when Railroad tried doing it back in the old day, I heard stories of them getting shut down and paying fines. But I am a big supporter in rail freight. But what happened to Montana Rail Link was disgusting and awful. I understand what happened to Pan Am. I knew Pan Am was going to go out of business. I'm just bringing that up because Pan Am was already on for sale, and it was Class 2 too. And CXX bought it up because it would have been a good thing for them, you know? And I understand why. I'm not mad at CXX because I knew what was going to happen to Pan Am if no one bought it. Heck, I would have been glad if the state bought it, that it would end, but they did not have enough money. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I get we're not going to get anybody else tonight. That for sure. But I seen why Pan Am it did that. Montana Rail Link, on the other hand, got fucked head over heel or got screwed by the people who are supposed to be partners, aka BNSF. They screwed them head over heel, and they were running trains through Montana Rail Link trackage, and instead of, giving them to Montana Rail Link, they took the trains and kept them running, which screwed Montana Rail Link up to the point where they had to give up trackage. Not trackage, but they would have to literally, and I mean literally, and they had no choice but to do this, but they are in operations. And BNSF is coming in. I know one of the line on the track is probably going to get abandoned. I know that's going to happen. And I know it's going to be bad. If you did think about it and you realize it in the long run, one of the lines is going to get abandoned. That for sure. And it's not going to be good. But yeah. I'll probably ask my friend what happened to his thing after the live stream, because I know a lot of stuff is happening. But my God, that made me pissed that BNSF would do that. Like, literally. CXX would not even do that. Union Pacific would probably not even do that. Norfolk Southern, 50-50. And CP or CN would probably do it too. Like, CN been in Istanbul for their failed merger with KCS. I understand why the KCCP got approved, because it would bring more competition in. I understand there, but it is that sad that them two will be fallen flagged. But both of their name will be put together. It'll be pretty interesting. The thing that happened, and that I know for a fact, is that KCX, I understand why. And I understand with CP, it's a perfect match, let's be honest. Just like Santa Fe and Burlington Northern when they became BNSF. But I am a little upset with BNSF that they did it to their own partner. Like, I now see why. Like, it actually clicked why Montana Railway did not want it to become a Class 1. It clicked. Because I see that Montana Railway, if they became a Class 1 back then, like over a year ago, it would be even a faster demised, if you guys did think about it. If you guys know what I mean, it would have been a faster demise. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, if Montana Railway became a Class 1 last year, BNSF would have came in a lot quicker. BNSF knew that they would probably go and become a Class 1 one of these days, so they gone ahead and started doing and they screwed Montana Railway up. They did that all on purpose. You know? And the thing is, if Montana Railway would have rebuilt that line to Walkerville, Idaho, it could have saved them. It could have. Because that would have mean they would have been able to interchange with 3 other railroads, because there are 3 railroads in that town that connect. And did not screw them fucking head over heel at them not fucking rebuilding that line. That one fucking line could have saved them. Because it would have been meaning that they would have been able to instead of having trains go all the way around to the upper half of Idaho, they would have been able to, the upper half of Montana and Idaho, they would have been able to bring train down and do it from there. That would have saved them so much fucking time. And it would also been able for them to expand out, because I know with them being with Union Pacific right there, they would probably been able to make a deal with Union Pacific to buy that line and go all the way down and interchange with one of their bigger lines, you know? It could have saved them. And funny thing is, if Montana Railway, they realized that they could have helped the people who are wanting partner service back in that area, they could have used that to help them too, you know? But in the end, they decided not to, you know? Sometimes when you're trying to survive, you don't see the answer that could save you right in front of you. Like, if you people have ever heard the term, the thing that could save you if right in front of your eyes, and you just ignore it and it screwed you head over heel because you did not use it. It's actual saying that I've learned from a friend. But yeah, like what could have happened with Montana Railway if they realized that they would have been able to rebuild that line, go all the way down into Walkerville, Idaho, and rebuild the track to connect up with the 3 railroads there. Then after that, they could probably make a deal with Union Pacific to buy that line because it had big business on it. And what they could have done was rebuild the track. And then because they have a fully functioning line there, what they could have done was bring it all the way down, connect up with Union Pacific, and take that line from Union Pacific and connect up to like their main Union Pacific rail system. And they would have had another interchange, like being able to interchange with BNSF, them 2 Class 3s, and Union Pacific. BNSF would have no choice but to back off. Like, literally, the only reason that Montana Railway can end in operations is because BNSF screwed them head over heel. Like, that's the reason why. And it get me pissed off because I used to love BNSF. I still do some. It's just that this right here really got me upset that they pulled this. Like, they could have, and I mean, they could have literally rebuilt the line and be able to run trains from their headquarters in Montana, in that one area, to Walkerville, Idaho, and then probably down to Utah. Like, literally, they would have been able to expand from Montana all the way down to Utah. But, nope. I guess they decided not to. And that was screwed them head over heel. Like, they could have expanded out and buy some of the less used line that Union Pacific was not using. Expanded Montana Rail Link into Idaho from that area and all the way down to Utah. Because, let's be honest, they could have done that and it would have been way better. Because would have one right here could have saved Montana Railway from being a false flag. But like, team that really screwed up, they did not rebuild the line. Like, I guess he's not able to, so I'll probably ask someone he finally gets back. But the thing that happened is that he really, not him, but they really screwed it badly. Like, they could have been saved. Montana Rail Link, well, it's one of my favorite railroads, let's be honest, when it comes to Class 2s. Because of how iconic it is. And they fucking got screwed over by one thing that could have saved them, that they thought was a normal branch line that would have been not be able to be used for heavy freight. And that's where they fell at. Because, like, literally, they only had 8 miles of track that all they needed to do was rebuild and repair the bridge. 8 miles that cut them off from Walkerville, Idaho. 8 fucking miles. If they had rebuilt those 8 fucking miles, they could have been running heavy freight train from in that direction instead of having not Montana Railway, but BNSF screwing them head over heel. That's the only reason why that's up and happening to Montana Railway right now. That's the only fucking reason why. And let's be honest, Montana Railway could have been saved if they had rebuilt that one line that they kept out of service. It fucking screwed them. Like, and freaking, let's be honest, freaking BNSF knew this. They knew this. And they were relying on it, and it worked. It fell right into their arms. Like, Montana Railway fell right into their trap. And all all BNSF had to do, and they did it, and it was the demise of Montana Railway, is all they had to do was freaking run their trains through and not gave the freight to Montana Railway. But what they did, they would instead ran their trains through and not denied giving that freight to Montana Railway. That what screwed them. And the funny thing is, some of that freight would have gone all the way down, all the way around up to the upper half of Idaho, and then come back down to Walkerville, Idaho. Meaning it would have gone all the way around. And what Montana Railway should have done, instead of, they could have cut that time in half, and any freight that needed to go to Walkerville, not Colorado, but Idaho, because that's an industrial city and town. Because they got factory mines and stuff in that town. Montana Railway could have used that to their advantage and like literally made it where BNSF would have to give that freight up if it was going to Walkerville, Idaho. Because they don't have track it right in Walkerville, Colorado, not Colorado, but Idaho. Union Pacific does. So what they could have done was had trains literally interchanging, and they could have run train down to Walkerville, Idaho, and interchange with Union Pacific. And then in a couple of years, money keeps flowing goodly, which it would probably will. What they could have done was buy up the whole line right there from Union Pacific, and instead of interchanging in Walkerville, they could probably interchange farther down south, like in Utah. Or let me check. Everybody. Yeah, they could have literally go down and interchange down farther down south into like near Utah. Like they would have been able to go right through Idaho. Like literally, they screwed themselves bad. And what I mean by screwed yourself, they really screwed themselves. Like, literally, I don't know what they were thinking, but they could have literally, or at least not that, I made an error, my bad, everybody, but they could have connected it out to Idaho, Montana, or not Idaho, Montana, but oh my god, I'm so sorry, everybody. It's just that I'm just angry. At Walkerville, Montana, they should have rebuilt track there, connected to the R.I.P lines, with Union Pacific terminates in Walkerville, Montana, and they could have, buy up the line had it go all the way down and connect following the interstate all the way down to Idaho Fall, because they could have connected right there because of the rail lines. Like, there would have been so much they could have do to save their behinds. But in the end, they screwed themselves. Like, literally, they could have saved so much time. And instead, they got fucked pretty bad. But yeah. Now, I'm getting ready to end the live stream because I do gotta be at work at 12 tomorrow. So I gotta get ready for bed. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed some of the get that we did get on. But I hope everybody having a great Saturday night and probably Sunday morning in a couple of minutes. And I hope everybody having a great weekend, and I really do mean it. Because it's been crazy, and I mean crazy, crazy. Please like and subscribe, and hope that everything get better. Hope we don't get any more fallen flags. Let's be honest. And please, for the love of God, if you work with railroad people and you see stuff that could help and save their railroad company, please point it out for them. Please, because we don't want something like what happened to Montana Rail Link happen again. But I hope you guys understand, and please like and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.